Hello everyone, Mocha Bear here. Welcome back to Mocha Bear's Hobby Den. Today I will be showing you what it is to be a Dice Goblin. Shall we get started? So some or many of you may be asking, what is a Dice Goblin? According to The Goom, a Dice Goblin is the little voice inside your heart which craves the purchase of new dice, sets, singles, and it does not matter to the Dice Goblin, as long as they are new and shiny. Now, of course, there are some who refer to themselves not as Dice Goblins, but as dragons, such as the case of my friend Little Sith. She sees herself as a dragon, and her horde is dice. Either you're a Dice Goblin or a dragon. If there are others out there other than Dice Goblins or Dice Dragons, comment down below, tell me what you like to be called. But as for the purpose of this video, I am going to be showing you my entire collection of dice. That includes dice I use for Dungeons & Dragons, for Warhammer, as well as Vampire the Masquerade. However, before we get started, I do want to say a brief thank you to Dice Legion for reaching out to me and asking me to be an ambassador for you. Dice Legion offers a wide variety of dice, ranging from resin, acrylic, and metal, as well as a selection of dice trays, some dice bags, and accessories like enamel pins, D20 earrings, and animal companion magnets. They even have a small collection of dice that are on sale. Those are all also ranging from resin, acrylic, and metal. If you, any of your friends or family are Dice Goblins like myself, then you will definitely want to check out the selection of dice that they offer. And on top of that, if you add the code MochaBear10 when you go to check out, you will save 10% off your order. Check them out at dicelegion.com. So when you get the chance, please go to their website, check them out, and use my code to get that 10% off. On to my dice. Alright, so for starters, we're going to go ahead and start with some individual sets that I received. Many of these dice are actually from Kickstarter projects that I've backed over the past few years. I got these from the Architects of the Deep Kingdom of Death Kickstarter project by Dren Productions games. They are very gorgeous. They have like a misty purple swirl inside them. I know it's very difficult to see on camera. That's actually a good view right there. But they also offered another set. These are the Metal Red Dragon Scale dice, also from the same Kickstarter project by Dren Productions games. Get these open. I never use these. They are so gorgeous. Look at those. Oh, look at this. That has got weight to it. Let's listen to this. That weight. These are absolutely gorgeous. I will probably never, ever use these. Thank you, Dren Productions Games, for these beautiful dice. Next up, we will do some dice from my very first Kickstarter project unboxing / review video. The Dungeons of Drakkenheim dice. Now, these are going to be the Delirium set. Of course, the little warning in there for Delirium. There we are. Look at these. Of course, the camera does not do them justice at all. They are absolutely beautiful. They have like 2 to 3 different tones of purple, including glitter. See if you can get that on camera. You can faintly see the glitter in there. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, the Drakkenheim Premium dice set in this wooden case. Absolutely gorgeous. In fact, let's open it this way. So that way I can easily grab them. Look at these. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The reflection in there, bits of glitter, the two to three tones of purple that's just hidden in there. Absolutely stunning. Again, this is from the Dungeons of Drakkenheim project by the Dungeon Dudes. Absolutely gorgeous. Next up, we have a set of nefarious Dark Elf themed dice by the Midnight Tower. Let's see if you can see this. It says Happy Gaming. This was from their Secrets of the DROW Trilogy Kickstarter project, and their very first project I ever backed by them. They've got different little runes designed into them. Let's see if we can, this should be a little easier to see. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. It came in its own little pouch, and it came with a leather dice cup. Speaking of Midnight Tower, from the project that I did a review on, those Jane Austen themed sharp edge dice with red roses. Let's grab the D20. Look at that. Despite it being clear, it's a solid coloring in the numbers. Can't tell if it's white or silver. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's silver. But look at that. You got the rose right there. With gold flakes in there. These are absolutely gorgeous. Again, some dice I will probably never ever use. Thank you, Midnight Tower, for these beautiful dice and the wonderful projects. I am looking forward to receiving the latest project that just successfully completed. So again, congratulations to Midnight Tower on the completion of their latest Kickstarter project, the Hunter's Full Moon Trilogy. I am excited to receive that. And my apologies, forgot to mention these. If you've not seen the video already, these are from the project that they did, an Unexpected Wedding Invitation. If you've not seen my review videos on that or the Dungeon Dudes Dungeons of Drakenheim projects, links are in the description box below. As I've mentioned earlier, I am an ambassador for Dice Legion. Link to the website and my code for 10% off will be down in the description box. These are the dice that I ordered from them. I ordered 2 sets, and I'll show you these in a moment. Let me get this dice cup out of here. These are the carved rune set in red, and they are textured. There we go. They are absolutely gorgeous feeling. And these are the Pearl Swirl set in turquoise. Just look at these. Again, they are not receiving their due justice on camera. They are they look gorgeous already on camera, but they look even more gorgeous in person. Again, thank you, Dice Legion, for reaching out to me and giving me this opportunity. And these lovely dice. Now, these are a set that I really love as well. I actually got these for my birthday. My sister got them for me 2 years ago. And these, just like the Jane Austen dice, are see-through. They're clear with items in them. These are skulls and seaweed. Absolutely gorgeous dice. And I have yet to use these as well. Hopefully I will get to use them sometime soon. I like to keep my dice themed around my characters. Now these are 2 sets. One set I bought myself. Another set were gifted to me. Get all these out. So these are metal dice, of course. Let's take the D20 out. This set right here, I believe these were digital. Yeah. Where's the D20 at? There you are. Now these were a set that I got for myself. These were my very first metal dice. I bought these, I want to say 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And the green dice, my parents gifted me for my birthday, I believe it was, 2 years ago as well. These are just absolutely gorgeous. They feel amazing. And I probably will never use these either. I know it's like a hoarding mentality, but hey, I'm a Dice Goblin. Maybe a Dice Dragon. Speaking of dice that are gifted to me, These were gifted to me by some of my friends in my local group. They went to a little comic convention that was local to them, and they had bought a big bag of multiple mini mystery dice packs. So every member in our group was given one. We got to choose it at random. We just reached into the bag and took them out, and these were the ones I got. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, just look at that. The gray and white swirling, the marbling. It's like smoke. And I am so excited. You can see a little imperfection where there's a gold ring here, or it's like a number tried to meld in. But I just think that adds more character to it. Absolutely gorgeous. These are my smoke dice that I may end up using in my upcoming winter one-shot I'm going to be running for my local group. I'm so excited for that. I've actually been printing out some minis for that, which will hopefully actually be recording that session. Thank you, Penguin Girl 92 and Chris, for these beautiful dice. So next up, I'll be showing you 3 sets that I actually got for inspiration because of a druid that I have. Look at this. The free-floating just swirls in there. The druid that I got these for are my Druid of the Spore character. These have little sparkles in there. Kind of very kind of Jim Henson Labyrinth feel to it, just because of the fact that there's just sheen everywhere, little sparkles. My sister and I were just rewatching that and commenting like we never really realized how much glitter there is in that movie. And then these dice are absolutely gorgeous as well. So, like I said, I got these green because of the druid, as well as the little different features inside them because of Spore. I thought it was a cool little thing. Now, these are another set that I will probably be debuting in my winter one-shot. Just look at that. More like marbling, swirling smoke design. When I first saw these, I really had like Dove soap vibes and felt very like celestial beings. And so I was holding out to use these for maybe an Azamar character that I have written up. However, like I said, these are probably going to be getting used in the winter one-shot. And most of the dice that I've been showing you, if I've not told you where they are from, they are most likely from Amazon or my local gaming store called Third Eye Games. So shout out to Third Eye Games, big time. These are the Descent into Avernus set dice that I bought when it came out. They are like Avernus themed. Again, more marbling, swirling themed. And I have 2 more box sets like this. The Witchlight Carnival dice. And just because I want to keep them separated from everything because they're all specifically themed to these trays. These orange dice are slightly translucent, and if you can barely see it, there is glitter all inside those. Very Fae themed. Absolutely gorgeous. It's all fun and games. And then I also have the dice box from Rime of the Frost Maiden. However, I have other dice in here along with them. So these are the Rime of the Frost Maiden dice. Let's see if I can get that in here for you. There we go. And translucent glitter. It's like the Aurora Borealis. I believe I pronounced that correctly. Coloring in there with glitter. Then these, I definitely know I got these from Third Eye Games. These were within the first 10 sets of dice I ever bought. These I got as my ice dice, because I ran a winter one-shot that turned into 3 whole sessions last year because I had never ran an actual one-shot before. But I got these as my winter-themed dice for me to roll as the DM. I also have another set of winter-themed ice dice that I definitely remember I got these from Amazon. Again, just like the Ram and the Frost Maiden dice, transparent with glitter and swirls inside. Lastly, another ice winter-themed dice set that I got, where it actually looks like it has floating snow inside, glitter. I was really drawn to these. Again, I also got these, I know for a fact, from Amazon. I had these ordered 2 weeks before the winter one-shot was ran. And these, all the dice in this box will be getting used in the upcoming winter one-shot. I had to go get a dice tray. I have a bigger one in my room, but this is just closer. This is a dice tray I got from DiceLegion.com. If you like it, you can get 10% off using my code MochaBear10. These are also dice I will be using during the winter one-shot. I've got my blue spec, my purple spec, and if you can't see it, it's they're all spec because just like the white ones I showed you previously, they have little black specks in them. Gray ones. Now these I remember I got from Third Eye Games. In fact, I got all of these sets in this tray from Third Eye Games. This set I got to be for my Goliath Bladesinger Wizard for the Rime and the Frost Maiden sessions, because one of my players in my group wanted to run it, and we only sadly got like 2 sessions in before we ended up losing that session. So these dice only got used twice. So these are definitely getting thrown into the winter one-shot. My red/burgundy and black spec. Almost completely forgot about this one. My limited edition Level Up Obsidian D20. I got this from a Kickstarter project by 1985 Games. This was from their Dungeon Craft series. If you are someone who needs maps and terrain stuff, but you don't have the money for actual buying the minis or printing them out, they are 2D on a type of cardboard that you can just cut out and just place down on the table on a mat that they provide. Next up, some more random sets of dice that I have. These I can actually tell you exactly where I got them from. I remember, and I've had these for a while. The green swirling kind I got from Third Eye Games. Same with these black and red with gold numbers. And the rest, such as the purple and green with red, the blood splatter, and the blood swirl, or as I sometimes refer to as strawberry cream saver. I got these off of Amazon. And then lastly, for my D&D dice, yeah, told you I was a Dice Goblin. I actually, now that I'm looking at all of these, I may be a Dice Dragon. Now, these yellow dice, these are from the Wizards of the Coast, teaming up with the creators of Rick and Morty for their Dungeons and Dragons themed adventure. These transparent red dice are from the Wizards of the Coast starter set, I believe. I don't remember the exact name, but this is what it's from. These blue swirl dice, I have 2 sets of. The first came from the beginner's set, the starter set for D&D when I got into it, which is this set here. And the other is from when Wizards of the Coast teamed up with the creators of Stranger Things, and they made their own Dungeons and Dragons starter as well, which was this. Now these dice, Now these dice I got from when I used to work at the Stop of Games. We had just started recently selling them, and I was like, ooh, they're cheap. They're only $10. I'm gonna get them. This set actually glows in the dark. It's pretty cool, but then he's like, you'll never really get to use them when it's gonna be glowing. Yeah, enough about them. I'm not a fan of that company anymore. And then these sets, I also got all of these from Third Eye Games. You can tell I was into a set theme. Well, I kind of still am, I guess. But that is all of my D&D themed dice. What you're hearing now is another one of those bags from a tasty beverage. And this is nothing but D6s. Now, all of you D&D rogue players like, oh yes, all that sneak attack damage. And those of you who are into Warhammer, yeah. I've got, some of these are themed around specific armies, like this right here is from the Soulblight Gravelords. This is their actual themed dice from Games Workshop that I pre-ordered when their new Battle Tome was coming out. You'll see a lot of these blue ones in here. These are all themed because I am a Night Haunt player. That was my first Age of Sigmar army. These I got because I started out with the Necrons. And very, very close afterwards, I got into the Death Guard. So I figured that these are great for the Necrons and Death Guard. And I got a lot of these because I was and still am very big into the Necrons. Hopefully I'll be doing a battle report soon with them. We will see. But yeah, see more of the smaller dice. Some of the smaller dice, you see more like Night Haunt dice. Some of the smaller dice came with starter sets for Age of Sigmar, like these. And I believe these did as well. And these came with a starter set as well, like an actual two-sided army box. That's what these came from. That is all of my Age of Sigmar dice as this layer, just to give you an idea of how layered this is. Let's see if we can dig out the center. Yeah, look at that. Alright, and then lastly, my dice for Vampire the Masquerade. It's interesting because it's a D10 base game, D10 system. So, and the book recommended to have 2 different types of dice, and I could not for the life of me find the official Vampire the Masquerade D10s. So I was going to order some. The book recommends that one of those sets be red to represent your thirst or your blood frenzy. I can't remember exactly. I believe it's your thirst. And I just happened to be in my local Third Eye game store, and just happened to go over and look at the dice, and lo and behold, they had 2 boxes of D10s left, and they were different types. One of which is, you can see I have an actual 7 set of dice with this exact pattern that I just showed you in the from the big green bag. However, these had a lot of red. They're blue and red. I was like, oh, those are perfect. Those are going to be my blood dice. So that is how I ended up with 2 sets of D10 dice. So yeah, I think I might not be labeled as a Dice Goblin anymore. I may be a cross between a Dice Goblin and a Dice Dragon. I'm not sure. You tell me what you think in the comments down below. But that is my entire current collection of dice. I will most likely be getting another set, at least one set, before the end of the year. So if you happen to have any dice or collection that you'd like to show off, feel free to send it to my Instagram here, and I will gladly give you a shout out. I'll share it with everyone on my Instagram. I might even debut it throughout some of my videos here on the channel. I would like to give a shout out to my sister, who just recently made a second YouTube channel. It is dedicated to her nerd and hobby stuff, which do include Dungeons and Dragons. I can proudly say I dragged her into this world of D&D. In fact, her first character was a Water Genasi wizard. We actually worked together, and I filled out the character sheet here on my channel for you all to see after we'd already discussed it and worked everything out that she wanted. Her second character is named Ogma, a tiefling warlock whose patron is a Dracolich. She and I, for Halloween, did a photo shoot of some of our characters that we've made, hers for D&D, mine for Vampire the Masquerade. And these are those pictures. We had a lot of fun doing this photo shoot together. She ended up doing a video on her character and showing the costume. So if you get a chance, when you finish watching this, go to the description box down below and you'll be able to find the link to her channel and that video. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this entertaining and inspiring for you dice goblins or dragons. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, hit the subscription button, that bell notification, comment down below if there was a set of dice that you saw that you really liked, and please feel free to share this video so all those dice goblins and dragons out there can get to have some dice eye candy, if you will. I wish you all well, be safe, and until next time, hobby on.